Okay, that is gonna get you something with this if you keep cleaning up your toys after you use it, that is gonna get you a flying surprise. Yeah, but you gotta clean up every time. You can't just clean up this one time for daddy to get you something that's like, look at this. What's this? Put this in the dark. Go in the dark and you see what happens to that.
Yo, check it out. You're in tune to the dynamic duo. Nevis and Ira. On the corner. Real talk corner. Real Entertainment Network.
Yes, John?
The talk is still real.
Mommy's gonna open it
We
for
still
you.
on the corner. We gonna touch on some topics.
SKN. We got topics. Let's have a discussion. The people got questions. The people want answers. Yeah, we got topics. Let's have a discussion. The people got questions. The people want
You ready, Reese?
answers. Yeah, it's real talking. It's real talk. It's real talking. It's real
Yeah,
talk.
whenever you're ready.
It's real talking. Real talk. It's real talking. Real talking.
Hold on, I gotta switch my mic.
Ira and Reese. The
Alright.
talk is still real. We still on the corner. We gonna touch on some topics.
Nope. The mic will work. This is the mic. Yo.
Yeah. We hear you.
It's real talking, it's real talk. It's real talking, it's real talk. It's real talking, real talk. It's real talking, real talk, yeah. Check it out, you know in tune.
All right. Let's go.
My
My daddy made this beat.
Yo, check it out.
You always gotta big up KJ Labor than that intro, you know? You don't know. When we do the outro, you gotta big up Daddy Wow.
Yeah,
So-
man.
Anyway, it's Real Entertainment Network, and we have Real Talk Corner with two hosts with the most, Reese and Ira. Yeah. What going on, Reese?
Alright, cool, and just enjoying life as it comes, you know, bit by bit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now with you.
Yeah, take it easy. Like you said, enjoying life bit by bit. You know,
Yeah,
every day
as
is
we
a-
should.
Every day is a blessing. So
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
gotta keep pushing. Every day is a blessing.
With-
You gotta keep pushing.
Without a doubt.
Yeah. I just want to go ahead and give birthday shout out to Mrs. Swanston, Charlestown Primary's longtime headmaster. She was the headmaster through my whole tenure at Charlestown Primary. Don't bang me too.
God the blessings. Don't bang you.
Yeah, you don't bang me.
You are a bad child, so you had to be put in your place from time to time.
Musty Reese.
One of those times. You know.
Musty. I was a bad child. I wasn't a bad child. It was a tricky situation, but Reese.
Tricky.
What?
Tricky. Yeah.
I want to switch it up real quick before we get into the topic of the night, as people
Okay.
start to roll in and realize that we're live.
Yeah.
What going on with this TJ or somebody else? TJ just on a war part right now. TJ like a
No,
Russia.
TJ now was somebody else, huh? Right now, TJ was 3. I was going to say 3. Right now, TJ was 4 people. This week alone.
Four people?
4 people.
Oh wow.
We know what the Valiant situation. TJ and Valiant going back and forth. Went after Popcorn. Went after Popcorn's sister, Holy Squid. And he went after Ramesh.
Entertainment? Well,
we
that's the
went
old
after Romish.
manager.
That's the old manager. That's where the boss come from. But
That's the
you
old
know,
manager.
start off a little rough. I was kind of surprised to see
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
how we
yeah.
start. I understand you have your back and forth with your people or whatever it is, but I didn't think he'd go after Romish the way he went. And I mean, it was kind of surprising
Why?
because remember when he broke away, he did say that there was no bad blood, that it
Yeah,
was
yeah,
just
yeah.
a
But
good, it was just good for his career.
that's
Can't
the
blame him.
politically correct thing to say.
You
Yeah, that's the politically correct thing to say.
So even
In
and no, but the sad part about it is that now it makes him look like a bitter person that he's going after everybody. So now it brings into question the validity of the Byron Messiah um, situation. Was there really a
Hmm.
situation, or is it just one of those things where he was upset again and he just decided to go after somebody?
That's a good question. You know, that's a really good question. I wouldn't be able to answer that, but if it was an opinion, TJ had a very hot song last summer in Drift, but it was overshadowed by Taliban, and I think
Yeah,
because of nothing else, yeah, there was a point where Byron Messiah might have disrespected him, but um, I think he wanted that push too. He wanted that push. He was on an interview saying that he was looking for a hit song. So no matter how many hits he's had in the past, he was a bit worried. So that's all I could say to that. He was looking for a
yeah,
hit
yeah,
song.
yeah.
Yeah,
He was looking for a hit song. He wanted a hit song, and we get that. But
he good
you
for the
know,
culture too.
and he did find the hit song really and truly because Drift really was a hit.
Yeah, Jeff was a hit.
I think just like everything else, it just happened to come at the wrong time, and some people just release songs at the wrong time. And I think there's no way that he'd have known that Byron's track was going to be this big. Um, and Byron's track was definitely a rival for Song of the Summer as well.
Yeah, and yeah, trying to figure out right why is it that the comments are not coming up.
Yeah, I kind of realized that too. Yeah, I look, he kind of realized that, but
Yeah, but
that
Byron,
is.
yeah, Byron's song was a good song,
No,
and
Byron song was a good song, and then of course, with Byron being able to get the cosign from who could be considered the biggest artist globally at the time, which would have been Burna Boy, who would have jumped on the remix. You know what I mean? You know, it could cause a lot of tension.
yeah, yeah, and then then TJ went and he had a remix by Davido. Um, I don't know. I guess it's all marketing. It's a good game to
No,
play.
no, don't get me wrong. I'm TJ going and getting a track from Davido, getting a track remix from Davido. It'd have been an okay track had it not looked like he was going the same route that Byron went with Taliban with the Afro side. I think
Yeah.
if he was able to get like a reggaeton artist, right? So like
Mm.
a Daddy Yankee, a Bad Bunny, Annuel, somebody at that caliber. So you're going into another lane because again. The Latino lane is a big lane too, it's a big market. So you're able to
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
transition into that market. That would have been a good thing for him. I think going the same route that Byron went was a little iffy.
If you call it,
Yeah, I
help
just
me
gonna
out.
say iffy. I just say
Yeah,
iffy.
and I mean, at least Byron was saying that the track was always Afrobeat, so um,
Well, he did
it
say
makes
that, right?
sense.
That the track was he did say that this song was not dancehall. This song was Afro.
Yeah,
Was Afrobeat. He said that from jump. Um,
say
he never hit that. I think that's one of the reasons why the dancehall fraternity kind of came after him, and then of course then he made a following other statements following that statement. But what I mean, I think that he linking with Burna Boy was just a good thing for both of them.
yeah, Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Must agree.
Byron linking with Bono, Byron having the song of the summer, and you know, what I mean, I consider it to be the song of the summer. I see people who I don't even think know what St. Kitts is, and they probably don't even know what dance hall is, and they know a little about Mali, and them man
Hmm.
driving on the highway playing this song. I'm like, yo, what going on? And you look over and it's some of the palest skin you might ever see, you know what I mean? And them are rocking the Taliban, you know. So
Yeah. And
Taliban, I'm true. I'm like Taliban too.
and I would say that yeah, Taliban was a big tune. I don't know if he's ever gonna have another hit like that, and I hope so, but that's like a once in a lifetime type after the
Yeah, but
max.
you only take one tune. I would say people you only take one tune. You know what I mean? And I give you a good example. The partner who sing Informer. I don't even know what the rest of the song say, but the man tune is a big tune.
And even open Gundam style, whatever in here, Gundam style, that is
Yo,
like
yo,
that's like
yo.
this man blowing up. You know what I'm saying? But and the
You know what I
50
mean? So
and the 50, yeah, it's a thing. So
yes, no.
who leading to you?
Right now, to me the thing Ty, honestly, to me the thing Ty, right? I think that TJ took round one. I think Valiant took round two.
Oh,
Um, what is going against TJ is everything else. It makes him look sad. It makes him look like he's obsessed with a lot of things. You know, one of the biggest things that was said was that he spoke about on a podcast. He said Popcorn is a groupie.
yeah.
No, my thing is if I land someplace, I
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
touch
yeah.
base with the person that I know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
In the hip hop world, Popcorn has been exposed to the hip hop world because Popcorn link with Drake.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
if
yeah.
I fly Jamaica and I am a rapper, but I gonna link. If Drake feel that you good enough to link with, you good enough to link with, that does not make Popcorn a gatekeeper because they want to link with him. He has positioned himself in that arena. He has made himself valuable to these individuals. I don't see nothing wrong with it. I don't consider that to be a gatekeeper.
Yeah,
Now
I agree
the
with
other
you.
issue is that the other issue is that now Popcorn sister start to release our kind of files. Now you start to hear voice notes coming out with TJ begging to be with Popcorn and want to be a video shoot, and so now it look like, well, something going on for a long time. Look like some kind of animosity behind the scenes where he made that want to link with Popcorn and he and Popcorn are linked, so he feel away.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know how
You
that
know.
go. I know how that go.
So
Anyway,
the
let me
that's
let me let me start to get into our topic for the night. I just want to say good night to who's joined and everybody who's shared the show. I
blessings,
continue to
blessings,
encourage people to
blessings.
share the show. Share the show. We plan to have a healthy discussion around Nevis tonight. In particular, if you could look at the title, it says the sky is the limit, but does Nevis? But the sky is the limit, but well, it's a Nevis in front, but Nevis, the sky is the limit, but does it need its own airport? Um, we can get into that. Of course, we're gonna want to hear what the people in the audience think. You know,
But it'd be good to actually see what they say right now. So y'all should put it in the comments if y'all think Nevis needs its own airport. Just say yes or no.
yeah, quickly, quickly.
Just simple yes or no.
Does Nevis need its
You
own
know?
airport with Sinkits? Because Sinkits Airport is doing phenomenal, by the way.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
big up to Sinkits
yeah.
Airport one time. Oh, they're doing phenomenal. And Reese, big up on the new look, by. You're
Yeah,
looking,
yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Come to another kind of hat, eh? You
I
know what I
see
mean?
you.
I know me. Yeah,
I
yeah,
see
yeah,
you.
yeah,
I
yeah.
see you. I see you.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
see you.
yeah.
I see you.
I know my barber
I
shop
see
too. I
you.
look like people. I look like people.
I,
I look
s-
like people. Yeah.
I see you. I see you. Yeah, I hear looking like I just step out of the wilderness, but you don't
No
know how
man,
that
no
go.
man.
Um,
Yeah.
of course, the island needs its own airport, says Tanya Powell. Big up Tanya Powell, the first,
Big up
to
Tanya,
answer
Tanya,
the
Tanya.
question.
Yeah, yeah.
I
No, no.
mean,
Reese answered the question too. Rich
Reese.
Stanley had answered as well. Yeah, he said yes.
Okay, say he needs it. Why am I not seeing? Let me see what my rotation, the rotation and the things are.
No, you look like he had deleted and put it back. Cause I saw him pop up though. Cause
Okay, okay,
he
okay,
can't
okay,
play it.
okay. Good. Okay, big up Curtis. Happy New Year to you. Yeah, so we can
Blessings.
get into this. We can get into this. We get into this. Also, I saw that the premier came. Not the premier. The prime minister came over to Nevis. So big up to the prime minister for coming over to Nevis. No, big up to the prime minister for coming over to Nevis. Um, I would want to say for the first time. You know what I mean?
Okay, everybody said news and need it on the airport. Okay. A lot of
Okay,
yes. I not see no no, I not see no no. A lot of yes.
I agree with them. I agree with that Nevis needs its own airport. Um, I don't know how you feel about it, Reese. Actually, I think last week you might have said you don't feel like Nevis needs its own airport.
News does not need its
Um,
own airport.
yeah, you came up with this. You
And
came up with
if
an argument.
if we are going to have an airport, it need to be a private airport. Yeah, we need so like we don't need we don't need no Liat. Oh, with that being said, I think Liat and the service today too.
They're done.
Something like that. Yeah,
They're
Liat
done.
done finally. We don't need an international airport. We need a private airport.
So finally,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
no, we do. We
Yeah,
do need an international airport. We need an
okay.
international
What?
airport.
Why do we
There's
need an
multiple
international?
um I think Nevis and Sinkits has always tried to separate themselves culturally and create their own identity. And it's important for Nevis to be able to reach the international stage and has its own identity. And in order for Nevis to reach the international stage, one of the most important and critical infrastructure you need for that is an airport.
Mm.
Direct flights coming in to Nevis as well also bring money directly to Nevis. So I don't know if you understand that airports make money. Airports make money in the form of taxes. The planes ain't got to pay to land there as well. So every passenger that's intended for Nevis that lands in Sinkits, right? Every passenger that's intended for Nevis that lands in Sinkits, that's less money for Nevis's treasury, right? That is just on the surface level of what I'm gonna talk about tonight, right? There's those factors. So we can always be paying the taxes into Sinkits Copper when we want to go to Nevis. When we've already seen there's sometimes a breakdown in the way that the taxes are not shared. The premier has came on this platform and already said he is not interested in the taxes. It's the CBI he was focused on. I think there's an opportunity for him to gather how many of the tourists that lands in Sinkits actually come over, and then we could see, well, there's some taxes that needs to be collected on behalf of Nevis. But why do that when you could have your own airport, right? You could have your own reach. There's other factors that I'm gonna get into, but I'm gonna let you know. Give me some points as to why you feel like Nevis no need the own airport, because I can't understand
No,
that.
no, I'm gonna tell you. All right.
Mm-hmm.
When you look at any kind of situation where islands are joined, sharing the same
Mm-hmm.
flag,
Mm-hmm.
you will notice that there's none that have the bigger island have the airport. You look at Antigua and Barbuda.
Mm-hmm.
Antigua has the airport. You want to go to Barbuda, you got to make your
Mm-hmm.
way over,
Mm-hmm.
right? You look at Trinidad and Tobago.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to go to Tobago, 9 out of 10 times
Mm-hmm.
you're going to have to go into Trinidad. If you want to go
Mm-hmm.
to any of the Grenadines, you got to land
Mm-hmm.
in St. Vincent,
Mm-hmm.
right? So once you're sharing the same flag, you will never see two international airports sharing the same flag,
Mm-hmm.
right? So that's what you're looking at first of all. Now somebody gonna say Anguilla and St. Martin. Anguilla and St. Martin do not share the same flag. Matter
Mm-hmm.
of fact, when you look at Anguilla and St. Martin, you really got three flags. There's two
Mm-hmm.
flags in St. Martin and one flag in Angola. They are not
Mm-hmm.
under the same flag. Yes, they're close, but they're not under the same flag. If you want to go to St. John, you ain't landing in St. John here unless you got a helicopter. You're gonna land in St. Thomas,
Mm.
right?
But you
So
call it
when
St.
you look
Croix.
at well, St. Croix too far for anybody for anything else.
Okay.
Yeah, and you want to take a boat to go over there. Let me take a plane.
Seaplane.
But
Yeah.
yeah, but you know, so when you look at it, and you look at international airports, you're not going
Mm-hmm.
to have two international airports under the same flag. So what we
Mm-hmm.
need to do while we are
Yeah.
saying these things, there's a bigger thing that needs to be said,
Wow.
right? If we really want an international airport, everybody who balling on international airport and think international airport is what
That's
they
a
want.
different discussion, Reese.
Really and truly, you got to do the other. You got to do the first thing first. You got to make the
That's a
first step.
different discussion. And I think
So
that's unnecessary.
there's a big step to take before you
No,
can go that
no,
route.
that's unnecessary because I mean not because there's a status quo or whatever you want to put out there. Okay, smaller countries tend to do that, but we're trying to develop, and in order to develop, we have to look at developed countries as the example, and not the less developed countries. So why am I gonna say developed countries? Let's look at the United States of America. Why does Florida need to have multiple airports? Much less cities in Florida. You have Miami International, you have Orlando International, you have a airport over there, right there in Sanford. You know, I ain't even got to go to the whole United States where you have states with their own airport, right? I could simply drive from Orlando to Sanford, but Sanford decided they want their own airport. They might not do the same business and have the same traffic, right? But they saw a need for
Okay,
it to bring in
okay,
airlines.
okay. That's a perfect example. Let's use that, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna look at Sanford and you're gonna look at Orlando
Mm-hmm.
side by side,
Yeah.
right? Sanford right now Sanford is an international airport
Yeah. Big up
that only
yourself.
has that only has two airlines going into Sanford.
Yeah.
The two
Still.
airlines that go into Sanford were two airlines that were rejected by Orlando. That's why they went to
Mm-hmm.
Sanford. So there's really not a need for airport in Sanford. The
Mm-hmm.
airlines that fly out of Sanford, I guarantee you that if I tell you to fly on it, you will not fly on it. You're gonna fly American, you're gonna fly Delta, you're gonna fly United, you're gonna fly JetBlue out of
Mm-hmm.
Orlando. The
Okay.
airline that flies out of Sanford, maybe you ain't just want a regular seatbelt, like 6 seatbelts you want to carry here.
Mm-hmm.
But that is they were accepted in Orlando. So they're
Okay.
accepted in Sanford. So that is what it is. Sanford International Airport is not really needed. But
Mm-hmm.
these airlines will turn the west, so they link up over there. And that's what it is.
I mean, and there is still that option because people do fly out of Sanford International,
Oh,
right? But
definitely.
and you could still get like Sanford probably could work towards more flights. No, I'm not going to give you any points, so I'm going to just say in terms of economic drive, airport hire people. I'm not even talking about in the initial parts of like construction of the airport, which we do understand.
Airports hire people.
Yeah,
Airports hire
which
people. They have a
which I
huge
do.
workforce.
Yeah, which I do understand is going to be a hefty and uh, costly investment, which I agree with. Of course, you don't agree with it, but I agree with the investment. It brings that economical stimulus to the island for that period of time, right? That's a boom. After the airport is done, like you said, I don't know how many people work in MCO, but we could look at how many people work in, and I don't know how many people work in Robert Llewellyn Bracha International Airport. Big up to Curtis Cook. But you don't know people work there. You have people work there at the desk. You have cleaners. You have the management staff. You just have a lot of parts. You have maintenance crew. Now you have hangars. So you're bringing in new skills and new opportunities for airport mechanics. You're introducing the island to more opportunities. More opportunities just by building an airport. You have provided jobs, proper job creation. A private airport may be able to do it, but we see what the Vance Ambry International Airport is producing right now. If we take that airport to the next level, if you take that airport to the next level, then you could start to see more jobs and opportunities rolling in. As you know, there's more needs coming in, and especially if the airport is a state of the art airport with a lot of technology, bro. You know, you need people who deal with the conveyor belts. You know, customs can collect money as people come in directly for duty rather than paying it in syncets. There's just so many opportunities,
I mean,
and the
I
econ.
mean, I, mean, I,
Go ahead.
I like what you're saying. The economic opportunities. I like it.
Yeah.
Want me to tell you one of the biggest shoots.
Well.
Our our population is not big enough to sustain an airport. So what
Mm,
we'll end up doing is we'll be dependent on the tourist people to come in.
yeah.
You realize that, right? That's literally where we'll be at.
Which is our main industry. You
Right?
know, I don't think
So
CGI has passed it, so it's not a problem. We are already dependent on tourism, so why not bring them directly to us? Why not?
all
Why
right.
not put Nevis directly on the map so that I
So
could
so
go and search
so here we go.
NEV and I got international flight straight?
No, it's going to sound amazing. So here we go. This is where we're going to
Mm-hmm.
be at. You're not going to win a competition between St. Kitts and Nevis,
Mm-hmm.
right? Who you
We
think
already
is
do
going to
that.
be in a no, no, but once you start, so let's say you're going to reach out to American Airlines.
Yeah.
American Airlines goes directly from Miami to St. Kitts.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna reach out to American
Mm-hmm.
Airlines to go directly from Miami to Nevis.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think the leverages that St. Kitts has?
Tenure. They have tenure. They
What
have a
else?
population.
No, no.
They
What
have the
else? What
population.
else they have? What
Actually,
else they
why
have?
am I giving you points? You need to come with your
No,
points
you know
then.
what they have. You know what they have. They have the bid ahead of Nevis, which they could afford to drop a lot of things to bring the price down to incentivize Americans to never go to Nevis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but where
So
there's a will, there's a way.
so we are now at that competition. You know what's going to happen? American is going to fly the first 2 weeks. If they're not able to see a decent profit, they're gonna pull out. So you're gonna build all of these things. You know what's gonna happen? The government gonna have to back pay the airline.
There's some there's
Because
gonna
that's what
be a
happens
period
from
of
time to time.
subsidy. There is gonna
Right?
be a period of subsidy.
So
Was American Airlines subsidized in the beginning when it was going to the Robert Llewellyn Bratcher
I would think
Airport?
so at some point.
Well, I mean, the idea is now you have a team, a marketing team in your tourism department that is going to help you break up. Like it's supposed to have constant pressure on your marketing team in your tourism department, knowing that it's costing the taxpayers money
But listen,
because
I
they're
got a
not
better
getting enough
idea.
people to our show.
Boy, I got a better idea that airport out there.
Mm-hmm.
You are going to fully plane. I don't know where fully plane your contest. It look like we got to fly in every day. You ain't got to do the you ain't got to do the show from airline Wi-Fi.
American Airlines, the other thing that you're going to realize, and this is going to go to you and Curtis Crook, right? People coming in to Nevis, too, for that, them same planes were coming in full to St. Kitts. Everybody on them planes
That's
now
a fact.
belongs to St. Kitts. So
That is a fact.
we're gonna have to see how the flights into St. Kitts, right, are going to be affected as well. Because once they're affected, then you might start to see, oh, it's more feasible for us to go to Nevis. Maybe not. Maybe you just I don't know how many people staying there. I do know that Nevis doesn't have the hosing as yet. But we're talking about
We know that.
a
We know that.
long-term investment
Yeah.
which is going to bring more and more economical development to the island, right?
Well,
So if we're gonna, yeah, well, what you
I
said
like
better. Hmm?
I like what you said, but let me tell you what I would do.
Mm-hmm.
I gonna go over the airport and I gonna take the terminal and I gonna
Mm-hmm.
holler it out. You gonna holler it out. You gonna guts out inside.
Yeah.
And you see that runway there? We're
Mm-hmm.
gonna make that a drag strip. What has happened
Mm-hmm.
over the years is that a lot of people who want to participate in drag racing say that the track is too small, it's too short.
I
They need
heard that.
quarter mile and more because they're running nitro, they're running turbo, they're running all these extra things. They need a longer truck. And I think a
I heard
longer
that.
truck is really a good thing. So now we'll have more vehicles coming in, bigger races, more races. Man, let me turn the airport into a proper drug strip.
That is that is not a bad
And
idea.
and
That
the,
is
the,
not
the
a bad
terminal
idea.
itself, you're gonna that the mechanic shop.
That is not a bad idea. The only bad part about that idea is turning the airport into the drag strip. Yeah, and I don't mean to laugh. I mean, where we do need to develop the drag racing industry, right? But for us to forsake our airport for that to happen, I think that is almost ludicrous, right? Here's why. We could continue developing our drag strip where it is right now. It would probably cost less money for us to extend the drag strip where it is right now than for us to gut the airport and turn that into a drag strip. Also, you have to add the opportunity costs, right? What we're going to lose when we decide we're not going to go ahead with our airport, right? So that's it right there. The other thing that you need, Reese, the other
No,
thing that
no,
you
no, wait,
need,
wait,
drag
wait, wait.
race.
What? Wait, hold on. What are we going to lose?
No, we're going to lose. There's opportunity costs because you have an opportunity to make money with the airport that if we turn it away, you have to factor in how much money, if you do a feasible study, how much money will we lose? You see what I'm saying?
Well,
How much money will we lose?
right now the airport not go ahead, so you're not gonna watch your comedy either. So what you lose?
Hmm. Okay, well, you're right. You're right. You're right. And
When you
I'm not.
when you lose?
To Starboy's point, to Starboy's point, the idea is not if the airport should remain there. The idea is should we have an airport, an international airport at all? And the answer for me is yes, we should have an international airport. The other thing that we're gonna need, especially if we want to bring people to our shores, invite them to our shores, right? To talk about we're gonna do drag racing. That could be a dangerous sport. Is emergency airlift. You
Yeah,
got
you
to
know
be
that's your
able to get
helicopter.
people out quick.
Yeah, you
Oh,
got
the
your helicopter
helicopter.
over there.
And then you're going to
Yeah,
fly
yeah,
them to
come
the
on, helicopter.
nearest place
Yeah,
and
you
then
got
drop them
helicopter
off.
over there.
And no,
Yeah,
no.
you got
We need
helicopter
to
over
be
there,
able
no?
to, the air ambulance need to be able to fly in and out. And we also need that for the people as well. Too much
No,
times you
you
can't
right.
be, yo,
Hey,
if the water, let's say we have a natural disaster, God forbid, right? We have a natural disaster. The water's rough. No, nobody could fly in. You can't cross the border because you can't go over on the boat because the water too rough. You stuck. You can't even get humanitarian aid because you don't know where the planes and land. You're landing upon the
no,
drug strip, I guess. You know what I mean?
you don't need no plane land. You bring us a helicopter. Yeah,
Yeah.
when
Yeah. Hello, Todd.
Hey, I thought, hey, listen, I tell you, over there is where the drug strip need to be. Imagine
Ranwick loves car. Ranwick
you gonna
loves
get more
car.
people from people who really into the thing, who really invested in the thing, they're gonna come because it's strip longer.
All he need to do is fly a plane. You see what I'm saying?
This strip longer.
When you
You
fly
know,
a nice little plane, we could teach people how to plane. You know how many pilots left Nevis? You know how many pilots we had? We've had people who left
no,
Nevis and
that's
became
no, that's
pilots.
a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact.
We could actually
That's a fact.
even, yeah, we got a lot of pilots in Nevis.
Yeah, that's a
So
fact. Actually, I was in class with one, Liam
yeah,
also.
yeah, big
Another
up,
one graduated with me in Caddy Waters.
big up,
From yeah, and I mean these man doing real things to flying Boeing 777 and things like that. I'm out there really in the skies, you
large,
know. Yeah, yeah.
large, large,
But
large.
but when you look at it, you know, like I tell people, if you got an emergency, like even on St. John, if you got an emergency in St. John when you get in a car crash, there's a helicopter gonna take you to St. Thomas, and take you to the hospital. Okay, you got a hospital in St. John, yeah. Yeah. You go there, you fall up, you go there, you drive your car in a tree. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're gonna bring a
but we not
helicopter for you.
we're not trying to go in them directions there.
Yeah,
St. John is not trying to develop, First off, you gotta remember St. John got its own government. Nevis has its own government that has its own responsibility to
I,
its own
again,
people. Well,
if you're
I
going to
an
go down that road,
administration.
if you're going to go down that road right there are things that has to be done before we go down that road. That is where the problem comes in, and no one wants to
It's
say that.
but
While
it
we are
already in
arguing,
place. We
no.
already
What we need, no, what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to make a different move. And the only way we could have this thing that you're talking about, that you want to talk about, is we as a people got to make a decision, and we don't want to make a decision. And without that decision, we will never move forward in that direction.
that's a different
So until and
conversation.
so until then, I used to put the drug ship over in the airport.
No, 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 no. So just give up the possibility that Nevis could have its own international airport,
Yeah,
reaching out, bringing in diverse cultures and all these things. I mean, Reese, we could actually re-energize regional travel. You know, we could be a hub for regional travel
but
as well. We really need
one
to
thing
get some. Uh,
in 2024. Listen to me.
yeah,
I need you to become realistic.
yeah. What going on?
Era,
Yeah,
we need to be realistic.
I'm listening to you.
Okay, we need
Yeah,
to be realistic.
I
What you're
hear
telling me
you.
right there is a dream. You sound like Martin Luther King right now. You about to tell me you had a dream that one day Nevis could go international airport. I tell you, nothing to argue so. Nothing to argue so. Right?
I don't see any
So we
real
need to
reasons why we shouldn't have an international airport. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Remember, you're tuning into
we
Real Talk, all right?
where you say you had and only had we had 5 flights a day. Flights were to St. Thomas, Anguilla, Beef Island, St. Croix, and FedEx. And that's when the airport was at the site. It was busy
Yeah, and why is it that we can't get back there? Why is it we can't go
because it,
forward? Why we
because the
can't?
airlines full because the plane were empty.
Not necessarily. Lee at first pulled out because of something to do with the airport other than the flights. No?
Oh,
The,
I don't know. I don't know. Elliot pulled out. I wasn't a
and
fan
the,
of Elliot.
yeah, a couple
Every
of them pull
opportunity I
out.
get, every opportunity I get to bash Elliot, I bash Elliot. I hate Elliot. He
Oh
said
my
by the out of
gosh.
business.
No, no. People lost their jobs, bro. No.
Yeah,
Somebody has suffered because of
majority of them there Antigua. Antigua people don't tea for me back answer already. I'm not really feel sorry for Antigua people who tea for me back that work there. Yeah, yeah, no, not happening. No, no sorrow. The people that think it's that lose their job, I apologize to them. I feel sorry for them. But I'm Antigua, nobody.
Hmm. Um,
But
I still feel like
Starboy has a
I still
point as well to attract increased airlift. You need to increase hotel rooms. That is true.
well, I said that earlier. I said that would be a part of the economical development of Nevis, right? The idea is not that we're already at the point where we need the international
No,
airport. The
yeah.
idea is that do we
So it's to
need
build to
our
get there.
own international? Yeah, it's to build to get to the
To build to
international
get there.
airport.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but I
that is one
still
of the
say that
things that we need.
the answer is no. We should. Matter of fact, we could have a pre-Juve jam over there and the drag strip and the
Yeah,
I
the
said the drag strip,
jack
the
strip.
airport.
You call it the jack strip. We
Yeah, I didn't say
feeling
the
this
drag
thing.
strip.
No, no,
Yeah,
no, no,
yeah.
no jack strip.
We
What
have
jack
pre-Juve
strip?
jump up. We have pre-Juve jump up over there and see what's going on.
Nah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. Why you
Yeah.
killing me with this? You're killing me
Yeah.
with this thing, bye.
Oh, yeah,
No,
I
no, no,
mean,
no, no,
matter of fact, for Winfest,
Yeah.
instead of blocking traffic on the road,
Mm-hmm.
try the Juve and the runway.
Over there by the
Yeah,
airport.
try the Juve and the runway. And the good thing about it, if you put two bands out there, they can't run from each other. You must catch a clash. Yeah.
Mm.
And then when you're done, you clean it up and you got drag race in the afternoon. Oh Jesus.
You
Look at
can't put
Bacchanal.
no, you can't put no heavy equipment out there on the road and then go put your car them go run on the road.
No
Who
man,
mash up the track?
no. The airport has to be the runway would have to be a solid surface, man. The runway would have to be a solid surface. I refuse to believe that we have a runway in Nevis that is not a solid surface that could handle that kind of weight, man.
Me don't know. Me don't know what you mean. I don't know the state of the airport right now. You know what I mean? I don't know the state of the airport. The problem is they need the airport longer, but which direction are you going to clear down to extend? To be honest, me not feel like the airport should be over there anymore, you know? I
So you're
really
going for
feel
the
like
airport.
this. I really feel, I don't know. I feel like the study should be, because it's time we start to develop other parts of Nevis, eh?
Here's a
It's time we
question.
start to develop other
Here's
parts
a
of
question I
Nevis.
have for you. Here's a question I have for you. Down the
Clyde,
way where the hash truck, down the way where the hash truck is.
Indian Castle.
Um,
Let me see what Clyde
right.
say. Yeah, go ahead, ask your question.
Lead pulled out because of scheduling, as the Lead flights were mainly accommodate the UK connections, which
Which
changed as
change?
direct flights. Okay,
Okay. So you see,
so that's why.
think it's get the international airport with direct flights, making connection to the globe. Everybody trying to be connected. Right now, if you take away the internet, everybody start to run around like headless chicken because they're not connected to the world. And
Let
you're
me
trying to
ask you a
tell
question.
Nevis, make yourself even less connected to the world by not having an airport. Out of your
No,
mind.
we are not making ourselves
Out
less
of your
connected
mind.
to the world. No, we're not making ourselves less connected to the world. What we are doing is we are going to be reasonable with what we are trying to do. And I do not see this financially being sustainable. We barely could have sustained 5 year line, and we only been able to beef island and Angola. But
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But
you want a straight flight from New York,
what fault? At what fault? You know, what was the fault of that?
and
Why?
here's the other question I have for you, right? Like we look at
Mm-hmm.
Saint Kitts, majority of the airlines fly into Saint Kitts on the weekend. Your British Airways, Air Canada, and stuff like that. Majority of the airlines with the massive numbers flying to Saint Kitts on the weekend. You have American, of course, that come daily, but most of the others come mainly at the weekend. So then,
Mm-hmm.
how do you then plan to employ people if majority of your big work really comes on the weekend? Are you going to have all part-time employees? Are you going to pay them? Well, how are you going to work on that? Because even in St. Kitts, majority of your big airlines coming on the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So are we going to have part-time customs officers? Like how do you as a business entity foresee paying said individuals? You're gonna pay them 40 hours when they're only working 2 days a week, not 3 days a week.
You know, we need more population, right?
No, that listen. I agree with two things.
We need
We
a,
need when Saint Vincent had
we need a,
the volcano that block, we should have import 10,000 off the bat. We should have just take 10,000.
mm,
Yeah,
it's
just bring
come.
them in because we need people.
We, we ain't ready for it yet, though. The infrastructure not
We
there.
need 10 people. We need that, and we need to put in the business that we're talking about on the backside of the island, and we can make a lot of money.
Nah, man, going back to that there.
Not I tell you what I make money, boy.
Man, going back to
Listen,
that there.
I tell you what I make money, boy. And you know what happened to?
Put
Only
the
then
airport
the
over
airport,
there.
only then the airport gonna be busy. Only then the airport, a lot of private jets coming in. But I don't listen to me. I could revive the economy. I could
Yeah, yeah,
revive the
yeah, yeah,
economy.
yeah.
I mean, listen,
Reese want to bring a red light district to Nevis. I don't know if
every
that. Who feels like Nevis needs a red light district? This is what Reese want to do. This is what's
but
gonna
what do
happen if you elect Reese as the premier of Nevis. So something else come up. I hear you
you
guys talk about hotel rooms, but check the occupancy of the hotel's room these days in high season. It was low this year from what I was hearing. Next thing, Think it's Carnival put out a press release on the amount of people they say came in for Carnival, which they had 2,000 person increase But how many of those persons came to Nevis? I can bet a lot of the guests traveled to Nevis. I believe so too. I believe a lot of people think I don't see the connection between the first part of the statement and the second
No,
part,
but
but
I know, but I agree that a lot of people will come to Nevis. I understand that a lot of
yeah,
people come to Nevis. A lot of people that have gone over to Nevis. I totally understand that. But again, if you're looking at it from a seasonal standpoint, do you need an international airport for a seasonal standpoint?
yeah,
Right? And that's
yeah.
where we at.
The problem is we're not trying to develop our tourist product. We're not developing our tourist product, Reese. We're offering the same thing that every other island has, right? One of the things we want to do is stifle our growth by keeping our colonial past alive, right? And I think that is a problem, and that should be one of the discussions that we have on here about this colonial past. But we need to we need to work on our tourism product. We need actual reasons for people to come to Nevis, not just sand and sun and beach and friendly people and food. Because nowhere in the United States or Europe or anywhere around the world you're walking into a Nevisian restaurant so people could say, oh yeah, I love Nevis food. When you talk about beaches, Nevis can beat Anguilla Palm beaches, and Anguilla getting flights direct because Anguilla went and do the smart thing and get their own airport. They don't want to send their money over to Saint Martin anymore, right? More than likely, when people see white people, not knock to white people, right? In our islands, they're nice to them. They're nice to them. You know what I mean? And they're nice to tourists overall. People don't be like nice to them.
No.
You see what I'm saying?
We are warm and friendly people. I'll give you that,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah. That's generally in the Caribbean though. So that's sun.
Oh, okay, wait.
Everybody got
Oh,
that. That's beach. Everybody got that. You know? So what else we have? We have a festival, but we don't talk about a festival. We don't see what a festival they're doing. You know, when you start to go to other places like Mexico and all these places, they have like different tourist attractions. They have like gyms on the beach that make out of wood, things that you could do. Instagram is popular. We don't even got some place in the Nevis that I guess the Nevis sign. What, is there something in Nevis that makes Instagram influencers want to come to Nevis and take a picture? And then post it on the page. When you go to Bali, you got these gates and people want to take picture because it look like you're standing up in front of a mirror when you're standing up between these gates. There's actual things that people want to do. And Nevis doesn't have anything to offer other than lie down and sleep. That is why you're not going to have a high traffic of people coming in. Of course, if you had the red light district where you're talking about, maybe a marijuana economy or something, then we might start to see an influx of tourists coming
so
in.
let me talk about the influx of tourists coming in. Right, give the
But
people
that
something to think
doesn't excuse, but you gotta tell the people them. You gotta tell the people them before we switch the conversation. In order to do all of this, we need an international airport. And that is where
Hold
I'm
on,
gonna end me. Yeah, man, we need the international airport. But talk about
hold
what
on.
you're being to talk about. Because that's what we've been to talk about
Easy,
before, you know. That's what we've been to
easy.
talk about
This
before. That's what we've been to
I
talk about.
understand what you're saying. I understand. So let me go to some of these comments before we talk about me, my great business proposition.
You want me read
Right?
them? They might be easier me read. The bigger
Yeah, you
mysteries
may
are
because yeah, you may
starting
explain this
from
one.
where?
I think Lionel Starboy said something. I want to answer Starboy too.
Reese a trauma patient. Oh, see, a lot of things came in.
We talk about the trauma patients and the care up from the tree already.
Yeah, and they can't go up on a helicopter. Big up yourself, Tanya. I don't know Reese a deal with. Curtis worked on airport for 15 years. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the man said.
Curtis, we're moving forward. We can't talk about the past. We're talking about what we can bring forward. We can develop the tourist product. But let me start from the top and go down. Emmanuel and all got fly all over the world. So let me hear what Emmanuel say. I mean, the great thing about it is we used to operate as an international airport. We just need to get back to it. Big up. Boop, 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 boop. You know?
Okay,
See what
hold on,
Emmanuel
right?
talk about?
Because hold on. We're gonna go through something because I wanted to get to
My,
Starboy. Because Starboy said if the government can guarantee empty seats and the airlines, they can find a way to
mhm,
guarantee employment at the airport. Let me tell you something. You see, when an airline start to come in and they get empty seats, especially if you sign a
mhm,
contract with them, first thing you do,
mhm.
you ain't got to subsidize, eh? So the government losing money, one, and then you're paying employees that only working part time hours, a full time paycheck. So you're losing money all around. At some point, the dance can't pay for the lights, yeah. Something got to get cut,
Well, Reese, one
right?
thing I
And
want to say to you. Look at what the people them say. People, I hope the government is combing through these comments right now, because right now Nivisions are shelling out, ideas.
because they're talking with their heart, they're talking with the love, you know. They talk with the love that they got for the head on. Yo, it's the love with the guy, you know.
Okay. Marley and Pemberton say Nevis needs an outstanding casino. Another let me not say another person. Susie want to say, if we could get 2 exclusive hotels, we will surely inclusive, all inclusive hotels, we will prosper.
Let me tell her something. Yeah, no. I know. Remember, I say that if we build the compound, we gonna put them in there.
Yeah.
And when we put them in, yeah.
But we can need the airport.
But we got to do the compound. You got to do the compound. We got to link up the compound. And once we link up the compound,
we need
because
the airport.
Remember, you know, and also remember, you know, once you link up the compound,
we
the
need
first set of people don't want to come in is a lot of private jets too, you know. So you don't need and then we're gonna start to see foot traffic. Once you start to see foot traffic, because remember, you know, these exclusive places. You want to yeah. So the compound is needed, but I ain't see it. I tell her I know how to rejuvenate and
okay, if we get the compound, if we get the compound, we're gonna need the airport. Because the question is, do we need the airport? Yes or no? You know, the sky is the limit, you know, Reese. The sky is the limit. The sky is the limit, you know. But you need the airport. But you need the airport. The sky is the limit. Let us say we get everything that is needed to bring traffic in.
Then we need the airport for sure.
Then we need the airport. We need the airport. What we need to do here. Okay, go ahead.
Matter of fact, not only we gonna need the airport, we ain't got to trust it gets under the bus. Because listen,
I love hotels. I love St. Kitts, understand. I love
them. But all inclusive hotels, and then you got a compound with them red lights on. Jesus Christ! Oh, hey, let me tell you, right? You ever been to St. Martin or went to Casablanca?
No.
Man, you gonna St. Martin?
No. I have never really been to St. Martin. The only time I went to St. Martin was for my cousin's wedding.
If you go to
St. Martin, it wasn't for a long period of time.
They had a place called Casablanca.
Let
me tell you, when you go to Casablanca, if you go to Casablanca on a Friday, you might not come out till Sunday morning, yeah. And it's just a house. It's just a house. It's just a party house kind of vibe. And you could, I know cricketers who went from Nevis to St. Martin to play cricket. I went to Casablanca and missed the whole game. You see, a man just put at the battle. Casablanca was sweet.
I understand, but Reese, I think this one going on in the book as we do need our own airport, and I would be in agreement if Nevis is to stay the way that it is right now, then we don't need an airport. If we're not going to look forward and move forward as a society and grow with some of the great ideas we have in here, all-inclusive hotels, casino, red light district, cannabis compound, drug strip development, whatever it is, we need to start looking into what it is. Because Nevis and St. Kitts has a constitution where Nevis is meant to sustain itself. Nevis is not supposed to be dependent on St. Kitts. Nevis has its own administration with a premier that makes good money, cabinet that makes good money to govern the affairs of Nevis. When you go to St. Kitts, ask St. Kitts how they feel about Nevis and Nevis sucking on the titty, as they like to say. You know what I mean? So, hey, I think the end of the discussion is we do need our own airport, but we have some work to put in. We got some work to put in.
We got more than some work to put in.
Buys a lot. A colossal amount. It's crazy.
You
It's
know,
crazy.
we got way more than some.
I
Some.
can't
Come on.
trust. I can't trust. Why? I don't understand why you gotta love, you gotta love, you gotta love, you gotta love, you gotta love the audience, man. But
You know,
these Sinkits did it to
and
us when Dougie introduced American airline direct flights from Miami, which kill American Eagle in Nevis. That kill American Eagle. No, no, I don't know
yeah,
about the
but
premier part.
I offer from you.
Who gave us another idea? I missed it. I missed it. I'm
No,
looking. I'm
I like this.
looking.
You got one here that said guide fishing trips could be a big thing in
Oh,
Nevis. And
okay,
I
okay,
agree.
okay, okay. Big up, Marcy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Actually, I was talking to a
I
dude
agree
in
with that.
Nevis and telling him you on TripAdvisor because I went to Costa Rica. A group of us went to Costa Rica and we ordered a boat for a day and we went out on a fishing trip. You know what I mean? We catch fish. So that's an excellent idea. You know what I mean? Deep tripping, deep deep fishing. And
Deep sea fishing, yeah.
I also believe we need to introduce monkey hunting. Open a monkey season.
Bye.
Open a monkey
Bye.
season.
I ain't gonna
And let
lie
people
I
come
ain't gonna lie
out to
to you,
shoot
right?
some monkey.
I
We
ain't gonna
got
lie
enough
to
to
you.
kill. Hmm?
I think we should start exporting monkey meat.
Well, I
I
got
think we should
idea,
start
but
working on that too, but
me
I
not
mean,
me
'cause
not put a one there, but
that is sweet, eh? But nah, tell them nothing.
who's been buying land and property around the area? The airport, they're developing the airport. I don't know that the airport should stay there. I don't know. They got cut through the they're
They
probably
got to
gonna
cut.
cut
They
through
got
the
to knock down the
hill.
hill.
They're
They
gonna
got to
cut
knock
through
down
the
the hill.
hill. They're gonna cut through the hill. But we we've run out of time.
We got places for people to do paintball. You know, I gonna be honest with you. Emmanuel, a lot of these kind of little stuff like that, we don't have the population to sustain it. That's actually one of the reasons why Caribbean Cove will not have been able to survive. We don't have the population to sustain it. And once you
Yeah,
go
yeah,
two
yeah.
or three times, then you don't feel like going back again. So honestly, it ain't gonna work. And that's one of the biggest problems. Our population is too small to sustain many businesses.
But Reese, the population can grow, but we also need to develop the island. There is too many, like not too many, too much areas in Nevis that's underdeveloped. Like hasn't done like no development at all. Like when you look at the eastern side, and then you look at the southeast side. Uh, I think that's southeast over when you pass Bath, go along over there in that region there. Like imagine no houses out there. When you go over by Brown Hill and you look over that on that plain, and there's no houses over there after all these years. After all these years, we don't have
But
any houses in some areas. Yeah.
If
Hmm?
you go from Long Point, there's a way that you could go from Long Point all the way to Gingerland, without butting into anybody, It's
Yeah.
not developed. After you hit Gingerland and you start going around again, once you pass New River area and then you start going around again, you realize, like, for example, if you're over there by Dave Mountain Church, if you turn towards the ocean and you look at it, the straight ocean you see, ain't got
Ocean.
not one building going
Nothing.
down that hill, and it's easily
Nothing.
about 3 miles, 3, 4, 5 miles going down straight,
Nothing, nothing.
undeveloped.
It's some good land too, in the sense of there's not a lot of cleaning need to be done. It might got a lot of stone out there, but when you look, it's not bushy, it's not overgrown. It's just like a flat plain. I was looking at it when I was over there. It's just that's what we need to look at. That's what we really, really need to look at if we want Nevis to become a serious place. And we need to get rid of the colonial past. We need to look at Singapore. We need to look at Dubai, because we're running over to Dubai to get money. We're running over to the EU to get money. We need to look at the way they're developing and develop in that manner, versus try to hold on to what the UK is doing. The UK is stable. The UK already did what they did. You see what I'm saying? The UK has already gotten their money. They ain't looking to get no new money. They're all stinking money. We need new money. And in order for us to need new money, we need to look at the newer style of development and going to a more technological style. I think it's a build smart homes. It's a build smart homes. But anyway,
that's where it's at.
let's see if the topic's ready up. And have the topics tuned in. The topic's ready up.
You ready?
No, I don't like to I don't want to cut the discussion and then already, but we really should cut the discussion and get it going.
But really and truly, the comments answer has been fun too, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Big up yourself.
I think a lot of people talking with their heart. They ain't talking with heart.
No.
You're looking at the business.
No, I do understand where you're coming from at this point, which I would agree. We don't need an airport. For what? But the idea is the sky is the limit. No, we need to challenge the governments of Nevis, and I mean the governments because it's over the years. We need to challenge them to expand their minds and develop Nevis in such a way, because we're already dependent on tourism, that is going to make Nevis a real tourist destination, other than, we have the Four Seasons Resort. Anguilla done squash that, Park Hyatt done mash that too, You understand?
I'm going to tell you something, right? You see,
you understand
like the Park Hyatt and everything that's in St. Kitts right now.
Mm-hmm.
This is St. Kitts boom. This is Anguilla boom. Everybody got a time, yeah. Listen,
Okay.
at one point, everybody wanted to go to the south of France to Saint Tropez. You don't hear right down with Saint Tropez no more. You know what I mean? At one point, before Dubai was this big popular place that the world could get to, stars used to go to Dubai. Nobody wanted to go to Dubai like that. No, it's common people going to Dubai. Everybody got a time. Oprah used to come to Nevis, and Oprah say, no, the common people going to Nevis, so we're going to find some places.
No,
so we just have to be ready. We just have to be ready for an hour time boom again, and we gone.
We don't have any place for the common people to stay. Let me not say that, because you gotta say shout out to Montpellier, not Montpellier. What was the name? Mont Nevis.
No. When I said common people, right? I remember when I said common people, I spoke from the view of Oprah. I said Oprah said the common people. So it may not be common people to me and you, but when you look at the finances of these individuals in comparison to Michael John and Oprah. You know what I mean? That's what I was speaking in terms of.
Stand corrected.
But no, Marlene, Marlene, okay. I would tell you it would be the opposite way around. I would tell you that the district, because in them district, the taxes don't be a lot higher to it, and people don't care what taxes once you enter them district there. Once you enter that district there, you won't pay your money. Yeah, and the district go pay for the airport.
The man said they're ready. I think we had a healthy discussion. I don't want anybody to move. I want everybody to stick and stay. Because guess who's up? We have the topics with Alan and Jason, and you don't know how them man do it. Them man it's raw, but it's honest, it's fun, and this is Ren. And look out for Ren this year, because it's 2024, so expect more. Anyway, what you say? Big up. This is the part where Emmanuel shine, eh? Emmanuel, we need a remix. We are
the corner, man. We are the corner, man. We on the corner, man. With that real talk. We on the corner, man. With that real talk.